Hello everybody, today I'm gonna teach you about how to make a HTML file. So basically HTML file is a file where you can create a web browser, for a web browser you can create websites. So here is an example of it. So this is a HTML file. So I have kept the title for it, I have kept the heading and about the HTML points. So you can make it bigger also, but I have kept it small for now. So let's see how we can make it. I'm gonna minimize that. First click on start or search and then type notepad. So here it is notepad, it should say app. Then you have to click over here, click on open, or you can click over here. There are three options where you can click. So here is the HTML file which I opened just now. So here is the basic element and I'm going to show it to you. So this is the code. So this is the code and this is the output result. So I have to make this a little bit big so that it can be visible. So now we are going to learn. I'm going to create a new file. Now I'm going to teach you how to do it. So first you have to put this arrow bracket, then you have to type HTML in it. So now I have kept it in small letters, but it will work with big and small. So I'm going to show you that real quick. So in the HTML file I made over here, you can see I made it in capital letters. All are capital, uppercase. So now in this one I'm gonna do it in small. So after writing HTML, close it. So why did I put these arrows and I put HTML in it? This is called a tag. It is also known as a container tag. A container tag will contain a bit of code in it. So now this is the HTML tag. Now I enter to the next line and here I have to put head. So head is also a container tag. So in this one, the HTML tag contains the head tag and the head tag contains the other tag which I'm going to type in. Now put the bracket and then put title. And then close it with the same arrow bracket. Now I'm going to write HTML introduction. Now we have to finish this, but how? So we have to put the same bracket and then put a slash and then put title and then close it with the same arrow bracket the opposite way. So now you can see the HTML tag contains the head tag and the head tag contains the title tag and the title tag contains the title HTML introduction. So this is called container tags. So a container tag from here, from this bracket till the end, this whole thing is called as an element. So the element over here is gonna work as the heading or the title of it. For example, in this one I have kept as introduction on HTML, as you can see. So introduction on HTML it is written. This is the title which I just now kept. So the title which I kept over here was HTML introduction and then here the title is introduction on HTML. So now this whole thing is called an element. So only this part, from this bracket till this bracket, so I'm going to show this part is called the opening tag and then this part is called the closing tag. Always there should be a slash for the closing tag. or else your code will have errors. Then we have to put the enter, and then we have to put the same bracket slash head and then close it. So now the head tag contains the title and the title tag contains the text HTML introduction. Now the head tag is finished. Now we have to click on enter, and now we have to put body. And then close it. So body is the main part of it. Main part means this one. From here till here is the main part of it. So I'm gonna show it to you. After putting body, you have to click on enter. And now after hitting the enter button, now you have to come over here and now type whatever you want. So it's gonna take a while because I'm gonna copy this one to here. So I'm gonna show that in a quick second. So I copied the text. As you can see, it says Hypertext Markup Language, means HTML. As you can see, at each line I have kept a tag known as BR. So what is this BR? BR means it's a break line tag. It will break the line, means if you don't put this tag, this heading over here, what HTML does, is not gonna come down. It is gonna come next to the second sentence, and the points will be all together, which will not look nice. So we are gonna put BR to break the line like this, and then come in each line. So as you can see, I have used a break line over here, which break this line, and then it came to the second line. So like that. So now, what you have to do is you have to put break line everywhere where it comes to the second place, but not at the last. At the last place we don't need. If you put break line, nothing will happen. But if you're continuing it, then don't put break line. So now, if we create this one is gonna be small and it cannot be visible. So we are gonna type over here. Put the arrow bracket. I'm gonna put the arrow bracket. Put H1 and then close it. H1 means heading number 1. So there are 6 headings in HTML. The 1 is the longest one and 6 is the shortest one. So now we are going to be putting H1 because that's the biggest one and it's going to be much more bold. And this is a container tag, so we have to end it. With a slash in front of it, we have to end it. Okay. So now as you can see, there is no end tag for BR. BR is called as an empty tag. It doesn't contain anything, but it does some kind of information. For example, breaking the line. So that's why it is there like that. So now we are gonna put a code to make a line. If there is a line, it's gonna look nice. So that's why we are gonna see how to do that. So what you have to do means, first you have to put the bracket and then put HR and then put it capital. Okay, HR space and then put width. Width equals to, and then put a colon and then type how much width you want it. I'm gonna be putting it 1000 and then close it. Next put space and then put height. Now you have to put the is equal to and then put the semicolon again and now you have to put it as 5 or 4. You gotta put it 5 or 4. 4 is gonna be thin, so I'm gonna be putting 5. You can put 10, but it's gonna come like a block. So we don't need to be like a block, we want it to be like a normal line. So we're gonna be putting the height as 5 and then close it out. Next we are gonna be putting the color. So now instead of COLOR, we're gonna be using COLOR because in HTML it understands only color. So COLOR, it understands only this. If you put the other color, it will not work. Other spelling of color, it will not work. So we're gonna put is equal to put this in bracket, and now we're gonna put a color. For example, in this one I'm gonna be using red. So as you can see, I put red and then close it out. There are different types of colors for it. You can even put a color code for it so that it will work. Now close the tag. Then enter. Put it again like this. Put /body and then hit enter and then put /HTML and then close it. So as you can see, the tag HTML is starting over here, and this HTML tag contains this whole code, and as you can see, this HR tag is also not a container tag, it's an empty tag. Yes, it does contain inside, but it is containing all of this code, the width, the height, the color, so that's why it is known as an empty tag. So this whole thing with if it is starting from here, then it is gonna be like that only. So now as we have finished it, let us see how to save it. So as I have saved it over here, it is written as HTML file .html. See, it says it is saved in the save users desktop HTML file. So here we are gonna come back to the HTML code we just now did. Click on file, and then instead of clicking on save, we have to click on save as. Now we are going to be saving it in the desktop. Why? Because if you save it in any drive, for example, you can save in any of the drives. How many drives you have, in that you can save. For example, in C, in E, in F, in G, in H, any drive. So it is going to save. But the thing is, you have to always open File Explorer, search for it until you find it. So in order to not do that, you can just click on desktop and then put it. So now I'm gonna type HTML document. So now after writing this, you're not supposed to save it, not yet, because it is not considered as a HTML file. Whenever you open it, it is just going to open the code. So in order to make it HTML file, you have to put dot and then put HTML. .html is the extension for HTML. Now it is going to save as a HTML. As you can see down, there is no like save as type. You don't need to change this. You just put it whatever it was. And the encoding, you have to not change anything. Click on save. And after you save it, you have to go minimize this tab. And as you can see, the HTML document we have just now created is over here. Open this and then there you go. See, including the line came. So I don't know why this red came. I guess there is a problem with the code, but we're gonna fix that. So normally it will come like this, hypertext markup language, but it won't come red like this. So let us see where the problem is. So first go and open your code and now search where you have done the mistake. Over here, see, at the head. So there is this red block. So you have to delete it. Now You need to do the same whole process. You just click on save. It's gonna get refreshed. Now you have to come to Google, and now you have to click this refresh tab as the red is still there. So now if you refresh, see it's gone. So now I have kept it in heading number 1. So heading number 2 is gonna be a little bit small. As you can see, I'm gonna show why it is heading number 2. Now here, as you can see, this is written as H1. And if I come to the before one, it is written as H2. So here I have used everything in small, and here I have used everything in capital. But both of them works fine. See, this is the one which we just now before it was made, and this is the one we just now made. See, it still works. But I didn't put any line in this, but in this one I teach the line also. So this is the basic one of it. So without the break line, these lines won't break. So this what HTML does is gonna come over here, and it's just gonna continue, come to the next line, continue, and then like that it's gonna go. But as you have kept the BR tag, it came next line. But it can only be accessed in the file. See, it says the file location. It cannot be uploaded to the online. So now we have learned all the basics of it. So here there are other one. I'm going to show this one. This is a HTML file with only 2 lines in it, 2 colors. Okay, this is a Shia color, and this is called as purple color. So these both colors are different colors. They are like lines. Okay, and now I have another one in this picture insertion. So in this one I have made it, but the only thing is that the picture is not loading. The code is correct, but the picture is not loading. So we have to see what is it. And next we are gonna come here, and then we have finished all of this. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope this made anything good to you. Until then, see you next time. Bye.